finished up a book yesterday and started a new one, and I thought I would just pop on and do a little walkthrough of this book and show you how I began this one, and then put my first one of my first entries in here with you. So before I talk about this one, I'll go over this one with you. And so this one was started on January 4th and I finished it on January 19th. And I actually started it and then I ended up taking the first page out, which also had me lose the last page. But I did that because I changed my mind on this. And yeah, so I've got two going right now. I've got my Robiki notes and I've got this one, and it just depends on what I'm feeling like. I'm using both. And that's okay, right? So it just depends on which one I feel like working in. But this is the one I just finished. I still have a ways to go on the Robiki. I really love this one, and so I'm gonna continue with both. But this one I still have a few more pages to go on this, and then I'll decide if I want to keep it as a wool gathering book or if I want to repurpose this. I'm not sure yet. But let's see here. So again, I've got my keys set up for me. And I'll just do a little flip through of, you can see it's not too precious. I'm not crazy about the margins. I'm not crazy about anything. I just kind of do what feels right in the moment. And I only have a few little rules that I stick to, and that's only black ink. My vertical lines are in graphite. My horizontal lines are in magic pencil. Margins are in graphite. Any of my own words are in graphite. So usually when you see something taped into the book, it's because I've used this wonderful Sakura jelly roll, which happens to bleed through the field notes paper. And that's okay because I love it. I'm going to keep using it, and I just end up putting something there. This covered up something that was a mishap, and then I just decorated it with washi and ink. I read through this again last night, so I kind of read through the whole thing, and then I'm going to be indexing it. I'm actually going to wait. I have a new idea for indexing, and I want to make a video about that. So I'm going to wait to do it for when I make a video. I love this little bottle I drew with my brush pen. Again, this here was because this bled through, right? So it just makes it wonderful. I don't know. I like that. Same here. No, maybe not. Maybe I just put that because that came on some paper that I received, and I just thought it was pretty. Oh, also, when I have to cross something out, I've been using the gold jelly roll just to make it like kintsugi, right? Where we make our mistakes more beautiful. I love these teacup washi stickers. I also love how the black ink goes down into the paper, but the grid markings stay light. I think that is so beautiful. I love, love, love that. You can see here some glitter. If it's a short quote, I'll usually write it in the jelly roll. There, see, I put the paper on top. One of my favorite poets passed away last week, so I wrote a bunch of his stuff in here. A lot of good stuff in here. I love this little drawing of incense. I was writing about incense, incense rituals that I saw on an account that I follow on Instagram. It's called Kodo, and I drew this. I think I just love it. I love this page. And that's it. And then the last page of the book I always, oh no, that's not it. There's one more page. And the last page, no matter what I'm doing in my morning pages book or anything, I always write the materials that I used to create that particular journal, what I was using at that time, just for remembrance. And actually sometimes I even, if I know I'm going to be using a lot of different things, I leave a couple pages in the beginning. Actually, I just started a new one. I leave a couple pages in the beginning, and I write every day. I write down the page number and what I was using that day, so I have a record of the pens and inks that I use. It's fun for me, anyways. I like to know. So this book is done. So this book will go into the storage box, and then when I get my indexing materials, I will. I'll make a video about that. I've got a few to index now. Yeah. So this is the Field Notes vignette version. I really love it, where you make your own art and tuck it into here, or you could use anything, a photo of someone, of a place, whatever, and then just you tuck it in, and it's your own sort of personal take on the notebook. So that's that one. So the new one is the Field Notes black version. I really love these. This is a dot grid, so it's a little bit different. But I like it because it's pale. It's not too dark. It's a little too dark for me. Like I love the Midori dot grid because it's so pale, the pale blue on the cream. So it helps me stay even when I write, because I'm a person who tends to write this way. So it keeps me in a straight line and makes things more orderly, and yet it's not obtrusive, right? This is a little bit too dark, but it's better than a lot of other ones that I've used. But it's great, and it's got the same number of pages, all the same features as the other one. So I wrote my name and the date I started it on the 20th. I did my key, which I just elaborated on a little bit. So I've got literature and writing, myth and culture, haiku and poetry, being art, Japanese aesthetics. Those are the things I mostly read and write about right now. And then I started yesterday. I added in some things that I was reading and wanted to transcribe. So I'm going to start a new page here, and yeah, I think I'll just be quiet and do it. I stopped here because this is the end of a thought. It's not the end of what I want to write from this chapter of this book. So what I tend to do there is I make a break, which means that I skipped to another area in the book. It's going to be the same writer, right? The same reference, but this is a break, and that means it's skipped to another place. So it wasn't a continuous thought of the writer. And then I'll just make some notes in the margin, which I'll do later. And sometimes I just decide maybe I just want to decorate here instead of writing more, and then I pick up on the next page with something else. But I think I'll leave it, and I'm just going to put a sticker, I think. I cut up some pet tape yesterday, so I don't have to carry the big roll. And I just love these birds, and I love them for this book in particular, for these subject matters. And I love this. So I think I'll put this on here. I have a very hard time, I don't know if any of you do, but I have a very hard time separating tape and stickers and stuff. I don't know if it's my eyes or what, but I just have a hard time with it. I think I am just going to put this right down here. Yeah, and I've got this wonderful little glitter pen, the Zig Wink of Stella. Sometimes I just like putting little bits of stardust on things. And it won't look like much now, but when it dries, it's really pretty. I think you saw one on some of the other pages in the other book. Because I do reread these, believe it or not. Oh, there's a big one. That's okay. It'll dry. It's got a nice little thought bubble. Okay, that's it. So not a very long video today, but I just wanted to show you this one completed and then start the new one with you and hear how your adventures are going with wool gathering, if you're actually doing it, and what you're using and how you're finding that it's affecting the other things in your life and the work that you do. It is just mind-blowing to me how much it's helping me. So I'm very grateful for it. All right, everybody, that's it for today. I hope you are well, and I'm sure I'll see you again very soon. Take care.